Pondicherry, 22nd June 1920. Translation by Sri Aurobindo. After granting me the joy which surpasses all expression, Thou hast sent me, O my beloved Lord, the struggle, the ordeal, and on this too I have smiled as on one of Thy precious messengers. Before, I dreaded the conflict, for it hurt in me the love of harmony and peace. But now, O my God, I welcome it with gladness. It is one among the forms of Thy action, one of the best means for bringing back to light some elements of the work which might otherwise have been forgotten, and it carries with it a sense of amplitude, of complexity, of power. And even as I have seen Thee resplendent, exciting the conflict, so also it is Thou whom I see unraveling the entanglement of events and jarring tendencies, and winning in the end the victory over all that strives to veil Thy light and Thy power. For out of the struggle it is a more perfect realization of Thyself that must arise. 6th May 1927. One must know how to give one's life and also one's death, give one's happiness and also one's suffering, to depend for everything and in all things upon the divine dispenser of all our possibilities of realization, who alone can and will decide whether we shall be happy or not, whether we shall live or not, whether we shall participate or not in the realization. In the integrality and absoluteness of this love, this self-giving, lies the essential condition for perfect peace, the indispensable foundation of constant beatitude. December 1928. There is a power that no ruler can command. There is a happiness that no earthly success can bring. There is a light that no wisdom can possess. There is a knowledge that no philosophy and no science can master. There is a bliss of which no satisfaction of desire can give the enjoyment. There is a thirst for love that no human relation can appease. There is a peace that one finds nowhere, not even in death. It is the power, the happiness, the light, the knowledge, the bliss, the love, the peace that flow from the divine grace. 24th November 1931 Translation by Sri Aurobindo. O my Lord, my sweet Master, for the accomplishment of Thy work I have sunk down into the unfathomable depths of matter. I have touched with my finger the horror of the falsehood and the inconscience. I have reached the seat of oblivion and a supreme obscurity. But in my heart was the remembrance. From my heart there leaped the call which could arrive to Thee. Lord, Lord, everywhere Thy enemies appear triumphant. Falsehood is the monarch of the world. Life without Thee is a death, a perpetual hell. Doubt has usurped the place of hope, and revolt has pushed out submission. Faith is spent, gratitude is not born. Blind passions and murderous instincts and a guilty weakness have covered and stifled Thy sweet law of love. Lord, wilt Thou permit Thy enemies to prevail? Falsehood and ugliness and suffering to triumph? Lord, give the command to conquer, and victory will be there. I know we are unworthy. I know the world is not yet ready. But I cry to Thee with an absolute faith in Thy grace. And I know that Thy grace will save. Thus my prayer rushed up towards Thee, and from the depths of the abyss I beheld Thee in Thy radiant splendor. Thou didst appear, and Thou saidst to me, "Lose not courage, be firm, be confident, I come." October 23, 1937. Translation by Sri Aurobindo. A prayer for those who wish to serve the divine. Glory to Thee, O Lord, who triumphest over every obstacle. Grant that nothing in us shall be an obstacle in Thy work. Grant that nothing may retard Thy manifestation. Grant that Thy will may be done in all things and at every moment. We stand here before Thee that Thy will may be fulfilled in us, in every element, in every activity of our being, from our supreme heights to the smallest cells of the body. Grant that we may be faithful to Thee utterly and forever. We would be completely under Thy influence to the exclusion of every other. Grant that we may never forget to own towards Thee a deep and intense gratitude. Grant that we may never squander any of the marvelous things that are Thy gifts to us at every instant. Grant that everything in us may collaborate in thy work, and all be ready for thy realization. Glory to thee, O Lord, Supreme Master of all realization. Give us a faith active and ardent, absolute and unshakable in thy victory.